Bumble. We matched in November, but then it took almost 4 weeks for us to actually have our first date because I got sick. So he told me afterwards that when he was talking to his friends about me, like, oh yeah, I met this girl on this app, I was just referred to as sick girl because he thought I was trying to blow him off. But I said, I legitimately want to have dinner with you.
We had our first date scheduled for, I don't remember the time, but we went to Taste in Ghent. Walked in, saw her sitting there, beautiful as ever. We had dinner, I guess. I don't remember, I wasn't paying attention to the food. We were over an hour after close. They finally got tired of us and started putting up chairs. And I'm like, oh, when did they close? And it was 8 o'clock and they had closed at 7, or it was 9 o'clock and they closed at 8.
I would later, after the fact, find out that his cousin crashed our date.
The friend of my cousin was with her and she's like, is that Tara? Because he knew Tara. I was like, yeah. They're great for each other. The very first day we'd met, somebody's like, oh, already they're great for each other, so.
I went to college in Milwaukee and he lived maybe 5 blocks or so from my college. And we would go to the same IHOP, the same fish fry place, all these places that maybe we met, we don't know, but that it took us both moving here and an app to finally meet.
I can be a straight dork all of the time, and she still loves me.
This is gonna sound cliche, but we just connected.
I've never met anybody like her. I mean, I guess everybody's unique in their own way, right? But not that way.
We had both agreed this was different from any other relationship we had. There was just that feeling of I'm still getting to know this person, but it feels right, even in the early days. And that was just something I had never experienced before. It was always so you're still a stranger to me, and I never felt that way with Zach.
I knew what she was gonna say. We talked about it dozens of times before, having hypothetical conversations.
We love Disney. Obviously, we're gonna do a Disney day. I thought maybe he was gonna propose, but then he threw me off and he said, he let it slip. He didn't have the rings.
I was in California for work, so I'd been there for a couple weeks at this point. I texted her, I'm like, what are we doing the weekend after I get back? She's like, nothing, why? I'm like, don't worry about it. Intentionally playing it up. She's like, why, what? I'm like, you told me you didn't want to know, so I'm not telling you. Because she didn't want to know when I picked up the ring, but I had them mail it. Essentially, we were at Disneyland, California. We had intended to go to the Star Wars area, the new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge thing.
Then I kept looking at his pockets in his shorts to see if I could see a ring box or something, but I didn't see anything.
We stood in line, I had the ring in my pocket.
Leading up to the moment, he was so calm. I wouldn't have expected anything.
We walk up we get in the photo pass line and there's 25 people in this line, so we're standing there waiting. And her friends were all in on it, so we had 3 friends with us. And they come and we get to the front and they're like, you guys go, you guys take a picture by yourself first. So we stood, we did a tourist picture. I have the ring in my hand down here, trying to flash it at the photographer, but he didn't see it. This stormtroopers just come in front of us and have fun with it and photobomb. And then we get done with the tourist photos and I turn and drop to one knee.
He's down on one knee, but I literally leapt back from him and he had to come here so he could put the ring on my finger.
Takes her a second to realize what's happening, but as soon as she sees me, she jumps away. A good 5 to 7 feet away from me, which is a little worrying.
He had me so convinced that he didn't have the ring, so I just didn't see it coming.
But eventually she figures it out and she says yes. And then somebody else out in the crowd's like, what did she say? And I'm like, she says yes. She said yes.
The moment Zach and I will share throughout the day, but then just seeing him at the end of the aisle will just be so moving and so special. But the us moments is what I'm really looking forward to.